Thank you so much for joining me. I hope all is well in your world today. I asked on the community page which deck of cards we should use for finding your general energy, general theme of this month's reading. And it was a toss-up between these cards, Whispers of Lord Ganesha by Angela Hartfield and The Herbiary. So I made an executive decision and chose these because they're really beautiful and they always give us some nice information. Oh, excuse me, I'm wrecking the joint already. So let's give them a quick shuffle for you and we will find, one's just flown out already, we'll find the general energy, the general theme of your reading, Virgo. So I'll just pick that one up. It's not a reading when I've not thrown a card on the floor. Okay, we've got positive outlook. So that's a great start. We'll have two more. So don't forget, Virgo, this is for you if you are Virgo sun, moon or rising. Or even if you've just come across the reading and it just feels right for you, then absolutely take it. Also, don't forget that it's a group reading. It's never going to, not everything's going to be for you. So just take what you need and leave behind what doesn't resonate. So let's have another card for you, Virgo. We have capacity to love. And we have generosity. So for you this month, I think this reading is about you and how you feel about you. I think this is about you finding the capacity to love others, obviously, because, you know, that's always important. But I think the key thing here is for you to love yourself and to find that generosity of spirit for yourself as well as others. And I think that is going to help you move through this month and come out of the other end of this month in a more positive frame of mind, in a more settled frame of mind. So let us find some cards in your past energy and delve a little bit deeper. We're using the Rider-Waite deck as usual, and we'll find some general energy of your past, recent past. So let us have a little look for Virgo's recent past. Okay, trying not to fling the cards everywhere. We have the King of Wands, the Hermit, and the Five of Cups. So for me, instantly, this feels like you have, in your recent past, you've decided that things need to change, that, you know, things aren't, you're not feeling satisfaction with the way things are at the moment. You're feeling quite disappointed, maybe that things haven't worked out the way that you've wanted them to, in a couple of areas of your life. It could be work, it could be relationships. Again, whatever this reading is for you, obviously you're going to come into this reading with an idea or something on your mind that you are looking to find some answers for, and that's that thing for you. So whether that's relationships, whether that's home, whether that is love or finance, money, work, whatever. So, you know, you've decided that things need to change, that you know, you're feeling some dissatisfaction, some even disappointment and loss about things that haven't quite worked out for you. And I think you have you've been doing a lot of work on this subject. Again, it could be work, could be love, it could be your inner work, and you've decided that now things need to change, and you've done a lot of work in the background. You've been doing a lot of inner work or you know, learning in some capacity, and now is the time that you need to make that shift and you need to shine your light about what you've learnt. Okay, so that's your recent past. Let's just pull two clarifying cards. Yeah, for your recent past. So we've got the Page of Wands and we have the Two of Wands. So the Page of Wands, he is very naive and childlike, and you know, has this young energy about him, and he he wants to find his passions, wants to find some joy in his life, from this young perspective, this new perspective, and I think that is exactly what you have come to the conclusion in your recent past, that things need to change. You need to have a little bit of joy, a little bit of passion. You need to follow the things that bring you joy, that light up your life, that light up your heart, light up your mind, and you need to head in that direction towards that. We have the Two of Wands, and he's looking off into the distance. He's got the world in his hand, and he knows that the world is his oyster. He can go off and go in whichever direction he wants to, because we are our own greatest what is the word I'm looking for? We are great at manifesting, and when we put our mind to something, and when we have that mental shift about something and start throwing our energy at a certain thing, we can start bringing things into fruition, to start throwing energy and moving things in the direction that we want to go to. And I think that's what you've done in your recent past. You've decided that you want to change, things need to change, that you've got all the knowledge within you that you need, and now is the time for you to just start heading towards that. Or you have started heading towards that, because let's not forget, this is your recent past. So let us find a few cards for your general energy at the moment, your current energy, Virgo. Again, lost the ability to shuffle in any normal way. Try not to throw these cards. Excuse me for the lateness in your reading, Virgo. We've had a lot of life happening recently, life stuff getting in the way, and it's just been really difficult to find some time and peace to actually get your readings done. So I do apologise. Oh, that one definitely wants to come out. Let us just have another little shuffle. So we've got the Four of Wands. And we have the Ten of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. So I think things are starting to feel like they're getting a little bit better for you. Maybe you're starting to see a little light at the end of the tunnel, because we've got the Four of Wands here, and it can be the card of building a foundation, building something strong, building something solid. It can be the card of marriage. It can be the card of celebration. And I think that is exactly what it is here for you. I think this is the culmination of the work that you've been doing, and you're starting to see a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, so that you can start to feel a little bit more safe, a little bit more secure, and you can start to have the beginnings of celebration within you, because you are actually seeing things coming to light, coming to fruition. The harvest is starting to, look great, and you can feel positive about what it's going to bring. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, and I think this is, well, the ten's the end of the suit. So we've got, the Ten of Pentacles here. Pentacles are generally something tangible, so money, so love, and you've got all of the tens. So I think things are looking good, maybe in that whatever area it is that you're focusing on, that you're thinking about. And, I think financially, things are starting to take a little bit of a shift for you, hopefully. It may be a small one, but again, you're seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. I think that is what this month is about for you. It's about seeing the possibilities that are lying ahead of you, that things are starting to get better. You've had this, or you will be having this shift this month that is pointing you in the right direction and sending you off on the way that you're meant to be going, and heading towards that place of alignment, the place of joy, where you things feel better. And we've got the Queen of Cups, and she is she's very secure in her inner world, her emotional world, and I'm hoping that for you this month that things are going to start feeling a little bit more steady. I mean, the water that surrounds her, it's still got a few swirls in it. I don't know if you can see that. I'm having problems. It's Mercury retrograde. I'm having technological issues this week as well. But anyway, aside from that, there's still swirls in that water. So things might not be perfect. You may still be dealing with some inner challenges, but you're doing really well. And I think you are, again, beginning to see a light at the end of the tunnel with any emotional upheavals that you've been having. So we'll have a couple more clarifiers to find out a little bit more about your current energy, Virgo. Okay, we've got the Ace of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the King of Cups. So the Ace of Wands is the card of a new start, a new beginning, a new opportunity being handed to you in the shape of a wand. And wands are all about taking action. They are generally about work, about the things that bring you joy, bring you passion, and you have got this at the current moment. Again, it's that little catalyst, this little possibility, this light at the end of the tunnel, that things are starting to shift, things are starting to move and to go towards your place of joy, the place that brings the thing, whatever brings you joy and passion in your life. And we've also got the Page of Pentacles, bringing us maybe a little bit of a financial gift, or bringing us a gift of something that's going to set us off in a more stable, financially stable way. To back up, obviously, our ten of Pentacles, and we've got the King of Cups there, and he is sat on his little island in the middle of the ocean, and he is, despite the fact that there's waves and things around him, he's looking quite calm and quite collected, and he's not letting anything that's going on, any turmoil that's happening around him, it's not affecting him, because he's feeling better and more emotionally stable within himself. So that is great. That is great news for you, Virgo, for your current energy. I hope this resonates with you. I'd love to know in the comments if this resonates at all and how it resonates. Let us have a little look at your future energy. Excuse me, let me just move that out of the way. Right, we have the Justice card, we have the Ten of Swords, and we have the Three of Cups. So your future energy before the end of August, you are looking towards things feeling more balanced, things working out in your favour the way that they should, because you've put in all the hard work, you've had a lot going on, and it's time for what you deserve. So justice is here to show us that things are going to start coming into balance. Everything, that all the time, effort, love, whatever you've been putting into something is going to start paying out and bringing your rewards, because we've also got the Three of Cups here, and that's the card of celebration with friends. It's also the card of celebrating a harvest. So I think before the end of August, things are going to start. You're going to start seeing the benefits of everything that you've put in, because that's how it should be, because you've worked hard and you're getting your just desserts in a positive way. So we've also got the Ten of Swords, which can look a little bit of a scary card, but I actually like this card because it means the end of a cycle. It's the last 10 in the cycle, and the sword cards are the card of the mental cards, so the card of thinking of any mental stress that you may be going under, the card of self-sabotage, the card of overthinking, over-analysing. And we've got the 10 here, and he's got all these swords stuck in him, and it's like that's the end. He's come to the end of that cycle. A new day is dawning in the background, and I think maybe there's going to be something that's going to be mentally quite difficult before the end of the month, but it's a blessing in disguise, because he's actually got, if we look down here, he's actually making the symbol for a blessing, the same as in the Hierophant card, that's that symbol. And I think something's going to maybe pop up that's going to be a little bit challenging, shall we say, but it's a blessing in disguise, because it's going to help you to move through it and to move on to this new dawn, this new start, new day. I feel a song coming on there somewhere, or in there somewhere. And, you know, it is going to be beneficial for you, and it's going to help you just move into September in a stronger position, in a more positive way. Right, there's a card on the floor again. Excuse me. We have, the Hierophant. And again, he is making this sign for a blessing. So I think something is going to happen before the end of the month that's going to be, it might be a challenge, it will be a mental challenge, but it is a blessing in disguise, because it is exactly what is needed to kickstart, I want to say, this new start, this new dawn, new beginning for you for the next month. So let's have 2 more cards to clarify this future energy. We have the 3 of Pentacles, and we have the Knight of Cups. So we've got 2 3s in this future energy. And the 3s are generally about, well, in this case, it's about working with others, celebrating with others. The 3 of Pentacles is about teamwork. See, we've got these 3 men, and they're all looking up at the work that the Mason's doing. You know, the work creating a church, or a spiritual house. And we've got like the man of God there, and we've got the architect there, we've got the mason. They're all working together to create this thing. And with the 3 of Cups, we've got these 3 women coming together to celebrate something. So I think August is going to be working with the people around you to help you either to get through this difficult, this challenging thing with the 10 of Swords, or just being, you know, your team to help you, to cheerlead you on, and to help you maybe make some wise decisions and how to move forward through the month, and to make it, you know, a successful month, and a month where you're going to have just a complete shift, a complete change in the way that you are being, really, and something that's going to be a blessing, that's going to push you on your way to whatever lies next for you. Through this all, I'm just looking here to your 3 original cards. I think it's really important for you throughout all of this is to have some compassion for yourself, to be kind to yourself, to love yourself, to be generous to yourself, because I think August is going to be quite a challenging but really exciting month for you. And I think there's going to be, obviously we've got quite a few, there's 2 main cup cards here, and obviously that 10 of Swords. I think it's going to be a little bit of maybe a little bit of a bumpy month, but for the better. You know, you've got the positive outlook card. I think, you know, you've just got to be kind to yourself, and to know that throughout this month you're heading in the complete right direction. We've got the Knight of Cups here as the last clarifying card in our future section, and he's on his white horse. He's got his cup held out, and he's just taking his time, and he's just, you know, he's going on a little bit at a time. He's got walking through the river in front of him there, so through those emotions, and he's just taking his time. He's having patience for himself, he's being kind to himself, and he is he's just being compassionate to himself. He's not rushing through anything. And I think that's what you've got to do this month. You've just got to be kind, considerate, compassionate to yourself, to be generous with yourself for a change. Because I know, Virgo, as a Virgo myself, that we can often be quite critical to ourselves, overly critical and self-critical to ourselves. And I think this month we're going to have to really work hard at loving ourselves, being kind to ourselves and being compassionate to ourselves, for everything to sort of have that shift and to then move forward in a positive way. So let me find 3 cards for your general theme of the reading. Oh, one's flipping themselves out here already. We've got the Hanged Man. Okay. We have the Page of Cups, so another cup card. And we have the 5 of Pentacles. So throughout this month, Virgo, I'm talking to me here as well, we are going to have to maybe look at things from a slightly different perspective. Instead of just focusing in on something and just thinking that's the way it needs to be and that's how things are, and not being open to other ways, we've got to be a little bit more open-minded, a little bit more enlightened. So he's got golden light around his head. He's been sat there, he's been patient, he's been patiently waiting for enlightenment to come to him. And it's taken him having to look at life from a different perspective for that enlightenment to come. So I think that is what we need to do this month, is we need to maybe look at things from a slightly different perspective, from a different way, to actually see that there's not just one way of doing things. We need to be open to lots of other potential routes and potential ways of doing things. We have the Page of Cups here, and I think he is just bringing us again, or reminding us that we need to be kind and compassionate to ourselves. To others, obviously, that goes without saying as well, but to ourselves, I think, more than anything. And we have the 5 of Pentacles there. And that is a reminder to us that when things feel difficult, see these 2 people here in the card, excuse me, are struggling on through the snow. They're looking quite sad and bedraggled, and they are just got their heads down and they're just trying to weather the storm and get on with life. When actually, if they just looked up, they'd be able to see in this church window here, there's somebody in there that can help them. The light is on in the church. The pentacles are all in the shape of an anchor, and there's actually help and support within that space if they choose to just look up. And I think that is great advice for this month, especially near the end of the month, because obviously we've got all these 3s, a lot of people, a little bit of community support here at the end of your reading. And I think we need to not be afraid to ask others for help, to allow others in to help you in any way that you need, whether that's just a chat, whether that's to celebrate little victories, whatever, to help you make some planning, to help you in any shape or form. I think that's the key. You need to remember that there's help and support available to you if you so wish, if you want to accept it, and it will help you get through the month in a easier, less stressful, and maybe more efficient way, so that you can get through all this stuff that's going on here and get to this positive outlook by Ganesha by the end of August. So I hope that's been helpful, Virgo. I'd love to know if that resonates with you in any shape or form. If you've enjoyed the reading, you'd like to subscribe, like the reading, that would be really helpful to help me grow the channel. And in the meantime, have a great month. Have a kind and compassionate and loving month. And I look forward to seeing you next time. And if it's your birthday this month, have a lovely birthday. So I will see you next time.